Hi everyone, it's Byron. I know it's been a long time since my last video, and I apologize about not making vlogs as frequently as I originally said I would. But anyway, today is an important day because I finally got my teeth in. I got my perms in. Up until this point, I've only had temporaries, and I've had to pussyfoot around a lot of food. But these, they are stronger. They feel and look more natural. They are more polished. They I can tear at bread, or I can tear at meat, or I can, bite into whatever I want. And it feels nice to finally be able to do that. Um, so anyway, I also want to talk about this, something that happened to me last week. I was borrowing somebody's car, and I was parked around Wrigley Field, and I was in this very tiny, like, parallel parking spot. And so I had to go real slowly forward until I hit the car in front, like love tapped the car in front of me, and then I went real slow backward and to love tap the bumper of this Escalade behind me, and this but it ends up being there's this guy in the car, and he was so upset with me that I had struck his car. He kept yelling swears at me and telling me he was going to call the cops. And at first, I felt like a small child or an animal. I have not been yelled at like that since I was 12. When my mom tried to slap me and I caught her hand and I said, that actually happened. That I can talk about that another time. But anyway, so he kept yelling at me, and he eventually looked at his bumper and saw that it wasn't that big of a deal, just like I thought was going to happen. But he said I could go. He wasn't going to call the cops. But later on, I was like, I wish I could go back in time and just tell him it's all right. Don't worry, cause he was yelling. He wasn't mad at me. It wasn't about the bumper. It wasn't about his car or whatever. It was about something else. He was just projecting anger on me. It could have been about how he doesn't like himself, or how he is upset with himself that he allows people to disrespect him in the workplace or at home or whatever the case is. So I wish I could go back in time and just be like, man, don't worry, it's okay. Yell at me. It's okay. Get it out. Um, because everyone's got to work through that stuff. However they, if it can be in a safe place, that's for the best. So if someone's yelling at you this week, think like maybe just like look at them and let them yell, because they're not probably mad at you. Maybe they're a little mad at you depending on what you did, but just say like it's okay. Let's talk about it, and or maybe you don't know them very well, which you could give them a look that says like it's okay. So I don't know. That's something to think about for the next week or so. Uh, Let me know what you think, or respond to this video if you feel like it or whatever. And I got another video idea for I'm gonna throw out in a couple days. So have a good one. Have a good weekend. I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day, and just live life to the fullest and everything. So I'll talk to y'all later.